Hello! Today, I'm going to be showing you how to use the website Focus, which is an interface designed to be used as a tool for students, parents, teachers, and administrators. I teach 6th grade math, and I'm a first-year teacher as well as new to using the system myself. I decided an introductory tutorial would be beneficial for new teachers, like myself, so it would be more geared towards teachers using Focus for the first time, as the system is viewed by a teacher. If you're a student or a parent, you can find Focus tutorials specific to you by following the link up here to my channel. So let's get into it. As you log into Focus, the first screen you'll see is your homepage, which can be found here under Portal. In your portal, right away there are a few different information boxes presented to you. We see here alerts, district and school announcements, upcoming events, Focus University, which has a ton of great information for navigating the site to include video tutorials and help and training documents. And lastly, favorites and recommendations. In the top right corner, there are 4 drop-downs with essential information. We can see here the school, school year, current quarter, and individual class sections. The class section drop-down is one of the tools I use the most in the site, and it's great for quick navigation to a specific class to take attendance or put in grades. The last key item on the portal page can be found under the alerts section. And during the week when I take attendance, each section that I need to take attendance for will populate in the alerts box and then disappear after I take attendance. This is specifically useful for the type of alternating teaching schedule I have because it's easy to forget which classes I have that day. And as a teacher, you know the days really start to blend together. On the left-hand side of the screen, if you hover over the icons, the toolbar will extend to show the icon and the action. And if we look under Portal, the next action is Take Attendance. I just explained the ability to take attendance from the Portal page, but this is another option as well. A quick glance over the attendance page seems self-explanatory, but there's a few key actions I would like to point out. Firstly is the ability to view previous days all the way to the left. Looking to the right is the student ID, and following that is the drop-down option to access the student's profile. Another way to access the student profile and demographics is using the toolbar on the left and clicking on Students. This will bring you to the student's profile page, and I'll point out a few key tools here. Firstly, at the very top left, you can see which student you are viewing and a drop-down to easily select a different student. Under the student name is a student ID number and any corresponding icons that relate to that student. Some common icons I see next to my students are ones that indicate IEPs or 504s, ESE, English as a second language, gifted students, and so on. And then under that is the task list, and from left to right, the ones that are most significant for first-year teachers are enrollment, schedule, grades, and communication. And then below that task list is the student primary info with another toolbox to the left with filter options. There's really a plethora of information on this one site, and it's really fantastic, especially as teachers who are crunched for time. And then going back to our toolbar on the left, the next task is the seating chart. I actually don't have access to this tool yet because I'm not a certified teacher, but I imagine this being a really useful tool that I will use soon. Further down the line, we have the gradebook, which is also a heavily used tool. In the gradebook, starting at the top left, teachers have the option to choose between all or totals, which provides 2 different viewing options of student grades. The default when you open the gradebook is all, so that's what I use. Next to these options is category and assignments, which is how teachers build their gradebooks. One thing I will note is the option to set up a gradebook, you can use either points or percentages. As a new teacher, this was something that caught me off guard because I had never created a gradebook before, and I found out the hard way that once you select either points or percentages, you can't go back. You're stuck with that grading system for the entire year. So once you select your gradebook system, you can go in and start adding assignments. One of the best things about this system is that you can link your sections. So if I had an assignment for one class, I can select all the sections or specific sections to import the assignment. So I only have to make the assignment once. While creating your assignment, you can select how many points you want it to be worth, the category it will appear under, if the points will automatically appear or not, the marking period, assign date, due date, and publish date, which is when parents and students will have access to the assignment and grade. There are a few more options on this page to specialize your gradebook, but we've covered the basic capabilities for getting a new teacher started. On the toolbar to the left under Gradebook is Final Grades, and that's where you can go to post progress reports and final grades. Still looking at the toolbar, there is an option to track student behavior. Firstly, with Add Referral, where teachers can track and add student referrals. But what I found really interesting is the Positive Behaviors tab. This section is designed to track and reward positive student behavior, and I haven't utilized this tool yet, but it acts as a really nice incentive for students to collect some type of digital money to later spend on prizes that I assume the teacher provides. At least that's how I would use it. And this site does a really good job of making everything accessible in one place, which is invaluable for teachers. I like that the positive behavior section is annotated by a thumbs up visual. I think the site uses really great, simple visuals to help teachers navigate the interface quickly, while also multitasking with 1,000 questions and requests coming at them, and I do know that from experience. Next up, we have communication, which is another one of my most frequently used tools. In this section, you can send messages to students and parents, and these communications are secure and documented automatically, which is really nice instead of having to send an email and then document it somewhere else, and then it goes on and on and on. Focus also gives options to add letterheads and district official emblems to keep all communications professional and cohesive. Another tool you can find in Focus that keeps correspondence professional and cohesive is at the bottom of the toolbar under Forms. And the Forms tab allows you to send out official district correspondence with ease. Focus has so much to offer as a flexible and efficient system for teachers. It really is a one-stop shop. As you become familiar with the site and start exploring different avenues, you'll see how in-depth the site can get. Once you've mastered these tools, come back to my channel and watch my Focus tutorial for experienced teachers, which can be found by clicking here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you can utilize Focus as much as I do.